This video will demonstrate the proper procedure for setting up and using the KFS 25 brushless electric driver. Let's begin by reviewing each component. This is the power supply. In the back, you will find the connection for the power cord. On the front panel of the power supply, you will find two switches and a connection for the electric driver. The switch on the right turns the unit on and off, while the one on the left controls the speed of the driver. Please note, for the installation of coil thread inserts, always use the low speed setting. Plug the electric driver cable here. Turn the cable so the white indicator dot is facing up to achieve the proper orientation. Turn the knurled collar to secure the cable in place. The next component is the KFS 25 brushless electric driver. Plug the cable that leads from the power supply into the back of the driver. Once again, the white indicator dot will indicate proper orientation. Turn the knurled collar to secure the cable. Here you have the trigger. On the back, there is a switch for forward, neutral, and reverse. Even though this is an automatically reversing tool, here is the switch to manually reverse in case you ever need it. On the front of the driver, you will find the torque adjusting keyhole. It controls how much installation torque is applied before the driver automatically reverses. Insert the included Allen wrench into the keyhole and ensure proper engagement. To increase the torque, turn the torque adjustment screw clockwise. And to decrease it, turn the torque adjustment screw counterclockwise. Please note, there is a numbered scale on the side of the driver indicating the torque setting. At the tip of the tool, you will find the quick disconnect sleeve. To insert the mandrel, pull up on the sleeve. Slide the hex-shaped mandrel into the slot and release the sleeve. This will lock the mandrel in place. The final component is the installation mandrel assembly. This is the part that you will swap out for different insert types or thread sizes. The Kato Hex Electric tool can install both tangless and tanged inserts. Here we have two different mandrels. This one is for tangless and this one is for tanged. Here is the adjusting sleeve that will control the installation depth. Use the lock nut to tighten the adjusting sleeve. The tanged tools also have an adjusting sleeve and lock nut. Although they look different, they function the same way. Inside the tangless mandrel is a spring-loaded pivoting pawl. This is the part that will grab the insert and drive it into the STI tapped hole. Alternatively, the tang tool has a drive contour which seats into the tang radius, allowing smooth installation. On the back of the mandrel, there is a standard 1/4-inch hex sleeve. Now we will demonstrate how to set the correct installation depth using the installation mandrel. Thread the insert all the way onto the mandrel until it stops. Next, turn the adjusting sleeve until there is about one thread behind the last coil to account for the countersink. Lastly, tighten the lock nut using the wrenches that are included with the tool. Now that the depth is set, we're ready to install some inserts. To demonstrate the capability of the KFS 25 brushless electric driver, we've set up the driver with the Kato linear torque arm and set it to install a 3/8/16 Kato tangless insert. Although it's not required, we strongly recommend the use of the Kato linear torque arm during installation. It is the best way to ensure the tool is perpendicular to the work surface, eliminate costly errors, avoid damage to the installation mandrel assembly, reduce operator fatigue, and minimize repetitive use injuries while boosting productivity. Always use the minimum amount of torque that will install the insert. Begin with a very low torque setting. This will cause the driver to automatically reverse before the insert is fully installed. Push the trigger to activate the electric driver. Note, the insert started to enter the hole, but the driver reversed automatically because the torque wasn't enough. Start with the lowest torque settings and one click at a time until the required minimum installation torque is achieved. Repeat this process until the insert is fully installed. Check the installation depth and adjust as necessary. For holes with a countersink, you want to be 3/4 to 1.5 threads below the surface. It is very important to remember this driver has an auto-reversing feature. Once you press the trigger, you do not need to release it. After the insert is installed, the mandrel will bottom out and cause the electric driver to reverse. Continue to hold the trigger until the mandrel exits the installed insert completely. Releasing the trigger will reset the driver, and pressing the trigger again will cause the tool to turn clockwise. If you accidentally release the trigger early, simply press it again and the tool will re-enter the installed insert, bottom out, and reverse. Alternately, you can manually switch from the forward position to the reverse position, but be sure to flip the switch back to the forward position before attempting to install the next insert. Now that the torque and installation depth are set correctly, we'll install some more inserts. Please note, due to variations of the tapped holes, it may be necessary to increase the torque once more during production use. As you can see, the CT5425 electric driver is very fast and will greatly increase productivity when compared to manual installation. It is quiet, clean, easy to set up, and easy to use. It's a great option for medium to high volume users, and it's only available from Kato. Thank you for choosing Kato and for watching the KFS 25 brushless electric driver video.